Welcome to Japan. Get a Japanese trading card. Well, I wouldn't even know where to begin or what to do with it. Welcome to Tokyo's electric town. This is Akihabara. If you like gaming, tech, anime or manga, this is absolutely the place for you. Or if you just want to soak in the energy of a place, this is also something to experience. This part of Tokyo has got that electric energy, you know. It's like a TikTok trend meets a caffeine rush. And you're never quite sure if you're in a futuristic movie or just in a really cool dream. Welcome to Akihabara, Tokyo's electric town. Let's go and explore. Before we explore more of this insane wonderland, this insane world of tech, I've got a favor to ask you, and it is free to do so. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons. I don't have a marketing team or a production team. I do all the research, all the editing, all the filming myself. So I pretty much need all the help I can get. And your actions in pressing those like and subscribe buttons will really help me out a lot. Yes, this is electric town and a tech haven in Tokyo. But believe it or not, Akihabara's name originates from a shrine dedicated to fire prevention. And its history does connect to Edo's city layout and a major fire. So Edo, the former name of Tokyo, there was a major fire in 1869 that destroyed the area. And to prevent future fires, the locals built a shrine called Chinkasha, meaning fire extinguisher shrine. The shrine was later called Akiba Shrine after the deity Akiba Daigongan, believed to protect against fire. And in due course, the area became known as Akihabara. And I believe a shrine was later moved to another location, but the name Akihabara stuck. Just look at this. This is absolutely fantastic. And there's obviously a lot more to the area. I mean, these buildings here with all the signs, that is just iconic Tokyo. And you can even hear the noise of some game stores. You can hear the advertisements here on the TV screens. This area is alive and kicking, even on a rainy day. By the 1930s, Akihabara had developed into a district or an area known for its electronics. Things like refrigerators and washing machines, televisions, you know, things we used until 5 years ago. That focus on household electronics is what ultimately gave Akihabara its nickname as the electric town of Tokyo. After the Second World War, a black market flourished in the area due to a lack of government control. In the 1980s, the area started to focus more on computers, and in subsequent years also video games, anime, manga. So the transition of Akihabara over the years, they went from selling fridges to becoming the ultimate otaku playground. This place is basically Gen Z's Disneyland. Just swap out Mickey Mouse for a giant anime figure. And there you can see Akiba, the nickname of Akihabara again. And just signs upon signs. Let's walk around the electric town, take in the atmosphere and see what we can find. And in case you're not familiar with the terminology, manga or manga, that is a type of Japanese comic book or a graphic novel. I believe you read it backwards, so from right to left, which is obviously the opposite of regular comics. Anime, I'm sure more of you will be familiar with anime, but that is animation. So the animated figures that you will see often on TV as well. And here in Akihabara, they also have the so-called maid cafes. Just look at this. Sensory overload. Otaku, by the way, is a Japanese term for someone who is deeply passionate about a specific hobby, especially anime or manga, gaming. Outside Japan, people often use otaku to mean anime fan. But here in Japan, here in Tokyo, it can apply to any intense hobby. You can even get things like military otaku or idol otaku. And of course you'll also see ramen advertised, ramen menus everywhere, and some steak. Have a look at some of the prices. Yeah, I guess it's not too bad. Of course, more vending machines. This really is Tokyo at its best. Yeah, it's just started to rain a bit, so I think it's best to spend some time indoors or under the roof. So let's go in here. The Akiba. You can see the Akiba, that's the nickname for Akihabara. Yeah, taking shelter here, but still a lot of stuff for us to look at. Yeah, it looks like a nice gift shop, this, the Akiba. It's not just steak stuff, it's also sweet stuff. Look here, the Tokyo caramelizer. It looks like a Dutch stroopwafel. Interesting packaging as well. Look at the pandas. Banana manju. It's finished only using the delicious banana selected carefully. Some Tokyo Tower inspired pretzel sticks. Oh, more Pokemon stuff. Never sees Japan. Wonder how many Pikachu themed items there are in Tokyo alone. Must be millions. And maybe more Pikachus than people. 37 million Pikachus. Print cookies over there. And the socks. Oh, here we go. There'll be no garbage left in the store. Upon discovery, we will charge 10,000 yen as a garbage disposal fee. Wow. They're not kidding around. Yeah, that's classic anime, isn't it? Big eyes and the expressive face. Brilliant. Some various retro communication tools here for sale. Akihabara at its finest. Look at these radios. 43,000 yen. So I guess if you're a collector, you'll find this very interesting. More anime dolls for sale, and samurai figures, fighters. What is that? Someone suffering in a prison. Yeah, just a variety of dolls and figures here. Actually quite staggering. Otaku heaven, as I say here in Akiba. Advanced card sleeve you can buy. Various other gadgets and tools. Right, I think let's just drift around and see what we can find. No specific plan. Let the road just take us where it does. Yeah, this Gigo red building is a very striking one, and Gigo stands for Get Into the Gaming Oasis. And you've got these machines where you can come and try your luck, catch a souvenir. Yeah, there we go. And you can even come and catch some octopus. And what have we got there? Yeah, just amazing. If you don't want to eat Japanese food but you still want a food souvenir, come and get one here. Yes. Look there, you even have Winnie the Pooh over there. Not sure that will fit in my hand luggage. What is that? UFO catcher. Figurisma. Or figurism. Look at our determined hero there. Of course, I'm not familiar with too many anime characters, or Japanese anime characters that is. So if I don't immediately know who it is and you are shouting at the computer screen, please be patient with me. Here's another shop. Yeah, here you've got the mangas, the comics. Yeah, what are they? Cards? Yeah, there we go. Action heroes of Japan. Or if you want the more, shall we say, conservative options, there they are. Looks like a Japanese James Bond. And a more modern hero behind there. Monster balls for 5.72. Look at that. 5.28. I guess that's without the tax. Alright, let's see more of the electric town. And of course, there are many tourists around here. But you will also see Many Japanese people, many Japanese men dressed in suits, and I guess there must be a lot of offices around here. And what have we got here? Here's an anime character talking to us. Another Gigo shop here. I'm not someone who's very familiar with anime and manga, but even I'm blown away here. I can only imagine what it must feel like if you are a fan of this stuff. It must be absolutely incredible. If this is your thing, if this is your hobby, you will be in tech heaven. Yes, sometimes stepping outside your comfort zone, that is where the real magic happens. In Electric City here in Tokyo. My gaming as a child basically was limited to Age of Empires. I basically just played games on the computer, Age of Empires, or before that MS-DOS games. Yeah, those were good years. I can just imagine the choices now for Gen Z and younger. Absolutely incredible. Look at this Bunny Maze pop-up stores, first anniversary. And over there you've got another pop-up shop. The characters, they're so expressive, so fun, so colourful. And even the big buildings, they've got a bit of colour. The concrete muscle in this part of town. Here you go, game. Taitu Station. Oh my goodness. What is this? More machines where you can come and try your luck. These kittens or cats, they are very popular. Yeah, all types of souvenirs and presents you can come and catch here. Look at the duck. That almost looks like Sadel Sea Monster, Billy Wali if you're from South Africa. You can pay cash or you can pay with a card. Come and play. Oh, there's one I recognize. Even I know who Mario is. What have we got here? Animate. Game music. Some of the music options here. Interesting covers as well, isn't it? Here we go. Original soundtrack to Heart. Can we go down? DVD Blu-ray game. Yeah, let's have a look here. Let's go to Tokyo's Underground. Electric Town Underground. We've got the Sakamoto Days Blu-ray. 2025 releases. New releases. So I wonder what happens to all the stuff that doesn't get sold. Taboo Night Idol Song. Oh, that sounds very alternative. Idol Master. Yeah, you know what? This is a special experience. Like I said, I'm not familiar with many of this, but this does give me a good insight into Japan's culture, which is, as a foreigner, exactly what you want to experience. It's definitely outside your comfort zone, your area of expertise. Sometimes those are the best experiences. Yes, Blu-rays and DVDs. Yeah, and I suppose it would be even better if you could speak Japanese, although some of them, they've got the English on there. And certainly some of these signs, they've got English text. You can understand what's going on. And I guess sometimes you've got the QR code. Ah, there's a company I'm familiar with. And over there. Yeah, what do you think of Akihabara so far? Let me know in the comments. And please, if you haven't done it yet, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Alright, for those interested in a bit more history, here's some interesting stuff. Kanda Tashiroko. It is said that the name derives from the fact that in the late 18th century, land that had been used by a retainer of a shogun was offered as alternative land for people who had been displaced from a nearby town to make way for a fire break. So 18th century, that was still the Tokugawa shogunate before the Meiji Restoration in 1868. Check this one, lost in translation a bit. Good price shop. And there they are. What have we got here? It's all in Japanese, but hey, let's just check it out. Hatsune Miku, official shop in Akiba. Give you an idea of some of the prices. 7,500 for this one, their special edition. And check that big boy over there. 38,000 yen. Now that is quite a sum of money. But I suppose if you've got to have it, you've got to have it. And over here, there's another conspicuous one, 16,000 yen. I guess with the tax included, 17,600. Popular souvenirs, there's our Mario boy again there in his car, 980. Yes, Tokyo, you continue to amaze. This is Tokyo's weird and wonderful side, where you can allow yourself to be a kid again, or to drift into a world of the unknown, a fantasy world, even if you're not familiar with tech or with gaming, with anime. This is an insane experience, let me tell you. You can get a break from the fantasy world and get back to normality by having some food or treats, and afterwards you can just continue your walk and take in a part of Tokyo that is absolutely iconic. These buildings, they can't speak, but they do tell you a lot about the culture in Japan, the way of life. The people in Japan, they are dreamers. They embrace their fantasy worlds. They love to live away from the real world for a little bit. We can all learn something from that. Allow yourself to drift away from reality now and again. Allow yourself to drift off in a fantasy world. Allow yourself to get out of your comfort zone. Akihabara is definitely about breaking the normal. Break the normal. In between all the tech and the gaming, the anime, you do have food options as well. Yeah, this seems to be a pretty standard dish across Tokyo. I've seen that on many occasions. The 981. I wonder if that will be the same in other parts of the country. Yes, I will return to Tokyo in due course, but I'm off to other exciting locations in the country. So Akihabara for now is my last Tokyo vlog, and I'll come back and explore more of the other parts before I leave Japan. Anyway, here we go. There's a lot less people here. Feels a little bit more quiet, more slower paced. And you know what, I think we will do the area injustice if we don't come back here at night. And I think that is what I will do. Certainly a lot less noise in this part of Akihabara, which I guess is nice as well. Come and drift off a bit if you don't want to be entertained too much. What is absolutely clear about Japan is they care about their environment. No smoking on the street, and also they regulate traffic. They've got signs here: on-street bicycle and scooter parking prohibited. And I guess this area, by the looks of it, is maybe not as clean as others, but that's just maybe because of the sheer volume of people. And it must be a tough job keeping this entire area clean. But yeah, there you can see Chuo Dori Avenue, this street. This is the main street in Akihabara. And yeah, I guess these must be some of the offices where the Japanese men in their suits come to work. And what over there? That looks like an interesting building as well. Different floors. Tam Tam hobby shop. Right, let's cross here. Kurameibashi Dori Avenue, by the looks of it. And looking right there, but more of a normal Tokyo, I guess. Ah, here we go, some rugby shirts. This is a sport that I recognize. Black Rams Tokyo. And over there as well. And check this out, I've spotted some South African anime characters here in Tokyo. There they are. Those two heroes. They've obviously served South Africa well, so it's great to see them being celebrated here. Yeah, the Cannon Eagles, a popular team here in Japan, based in Yokohama. Yes, maybe a bit lost in translation there as well. Please do not follow a barker. I've just noticed a Japanese post box. This is what they look like. Actually, let's do drift off here on the more quiet side, because I want to have a go at this. This is the drink I bought in Asakusa at the 7-Eleven, and it looks very interesting. Mixture of citrus, so some orange. Is that grapes? I'm not too sure. I guess we'll find out. Yes, having a bit of a breather, a bit of a recharge. So cheers to Tokyo. You know what, as I took the sip, it tasted like peach, but as I swallowed it, the orange comes through, and I'm not sure if it's grape or what the green is, but it's absolutely not just orange. It's a very, very refreshing drink. Yeah, again, I guess it tastes a bit like grapefruit. Actually, if you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. Orange and grape tastes like grapefruit. So yes, I had to take 2 sips of this to realize it tastes a little bit like grapefruit. But hey, that's what happens when you're outside of your comfort zone. Never mind out of your comfort zone, you're out of your Tokyo comfort zone, because things are just so different. It's such a niche area. The area of anime and manga, even tech stuff nowadays, for millennials like myself. It goes a little bit over our heads sometimes. Yeah, we are properly away from the tourist traffic now. And we are here at a subway station. I'm just wondering if now is a good time to end the vlog. Yeah, I think so. Let me save my energy for my upcoming trips to the rest of Japan. There's gonna be some hard mileage for sure, but I am going to some exciting destinations, and then I'm coming back to Tokyo to explore more. Actually, no, not quite. I did promise you that I'll come back here at night. Check it out now. Ah, some famous friends from TV and from the PlayStation. How are you all doing? Akihabara at night is just magnificent. Look how these buildings suddenly get a pop of gloss. They just come to life in the evening. Absolutely magnificent, and different colors. You've got the red and the yellow behind the tree there as well, and other neon lit signs. It's just such a wonderful experience walking here. There's Pikachu. And here's Pikachu with a yellow jacket. So this is the electric town at night. An absolutely wonderful experience. There's so many people here at night, and I don't blame them, because look how magnificent it is. Let's have a look here at one of the electronic shops. Let's go inside, give you an idea of what it is all about. Firstly, some indecipherable text there. We can make it out. Look at all the household products. Even the advertisements have got a splash of color. Yeah, look at that kawaii. Look at those interesting Kraken kitties. 16,980 yen. And yes, on laptops. Yeah, it's just so much technology here in Japan. So many of these stores. And I often wonder, do they all get business? Do they all make money? Well, they must do, because they in operation. Just electronic shops upon electronic shops. See there, big camera, gaming consoles. Look at there, hair dryers. Let's check out some more of the magic here. My goodness, I know some people who would absolutely love to own some of these. Look at those rare items. Taito Station. And yes, this is our welcoming figure. And various floors. Gosh, there's just so much to see and experience. Let's go up a level. And some more of these crane machines there. Look at all the Mario figures. You can get more Mario. Yes, everything is just so colorful, so visible, so conspicuous. Some Pokemon related stuff you can catch. And on this side, look at Lotte Bear. This cluster of buildings in front, that is arguably the iconic shot of the area. You can see Akiba written there. And yes, some pretty imposing skyscrapers as well. It's just so wonderful to experience this, and what a pleasure, what a privilege to share this with you. Right everyone, this is where I'm going to end this vlog on Akihabara. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't done it yet, please press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment for me in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. I am going to leave Tokyo for a bit. I'll come back later to do more vlogs, but there's so much more of Japan to explore, and I can't wait to share my experiences with you. For now, I just want to say again, thanks for watching my videos, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers, take it easy.